Hey guys, Parfax here, and today I've got a really good video for you. All right, let's get started. So today's video is going to be another kind of tip-like video. So what I'm going to show you is something that's not only going to help you when it comes to crafting, but it can take your money game to the next level. So I'm actually going to be talking about something you can buy off the vendor. Now, we've done other videos where, like in the winter event, you could buy the food, and the food kind of lasts for a little bit, and you got a decent chunk of money on it. But the amount of money you can make from this midday fair is going to be crazy, and this is going to be something that's going to persist for a long time because there is something here that makes crafting so much easier depending on what you are trying to get. So let's go up here and let's look at the event vendor. And let's go down here and look at the... No, we're not going to do these legendary patterns. Do not buy these. These are a waste of money. Yes, if maybe you're looking for some PvE build and you want to do this, that's fine. But honestly, these are kind of a waste of money, especially if you're doing PvP. I wouldn't buy these at all. Yes, they're guaranteed Legos, but they cannot roll resilience. You cannot pick a perk on them. They come with refreshing and elemental aversion, which is kind of a meh stat, and con. So they are pretty bad. Now, what I'm actually talking about are these green patterns. These green patterns are the craziest thing we've had in a while. Now, there's a reason why these are pretty crazy, and there's some reasons you would want to use these and some you wouldn't. So first, let's kind of go over just what they are, and essentially they are a pattern that can kind of, allow you to craft a specific item. You can see here we have everything from heavy, medium, and light. And with these patterns, you can craft all of the attributes. You can craft your con, dex, int, focus, strength. You can craft all of these with each one of these patterns. All you have to do is buy one, and then you'll be able to go to the shop the crafting bench and make them. So we're going to go ahead and let's buy one. Let's just buy a light leg. Light leg is always probably one of the best to buy. So we're going to buy one. We're going to take you to town and show you all about it. Now, I don't have armor crafting, and you will need armor smithing, but if you don't have it, you can give this to your buddy because they are tradable, and, well, you can have them crafted for you. All right, so I will meet you at the bench. All right, so we're here at the bench. Let's go look it up. Now, I know this is called the Kraken. So we'll go and look here. So you can see here we have the Kraken Set, and this is just the patterns for the specific pieces of gear. And you can see here we have light, and we can do everything from con, dex, focus, intelligence, and strength. So we can do each one of these. Now, don't mind this. This is going to be the same thing out of everything. You can get the 595 to 600, just like you can normally have. But the difference in these is, first off, you get to pick your attributes. You don't need to get the attribute trait. So if you're rolling, for instance, con, this is great. That's going to save you a ton of money. That's going to save you, if you're doing a timeless shard, it takes 10, Iron Guardsman insignias. And even if they're only 100, which they're typically more, that's saving you 1,000 coins right there. And a lot of times the timeless shards are actually more expensive than these. Now, I have a theory that these are going to go up, especially after the event. These will probably start to rise because these are absolutely crazy. And I will show you why here in a second. But you don't want to use these to craft everything. So I'm going to bring up a sheet so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so we're on the New World database. You can see here we have the Kraken of the Soldier legs. And what we're going to do here is we want to look at the perks. And this is the perk bucket. You can see right here. We're just on the PTR. We hit the perk bucket. And this is going to show us the percentages it's going to roll a specific, trait. And the one thing you will see here, and this is the reason why I say this isn't the best for everything, is because it cannot roll resilient. Now, that's pretty big, because if you wanted a weapon perk and to use this method, you're not going to be able to get resilient on there. Now, if you're just looking for shirking energy, maybe you're looking for PvE gear, this is great. But if you're looking for something like shirking energy and refreshing, this is going to be probably your best way to do it. It's going to be pretty cheap. you're almost always going to get shirking energy, or at least you have a 20% chance to get shirking energy, which makes this absolutely crazy because you can roll resilient, get shirking energy, and you have a really good chance to get, freedom, refreshing evasion, refreshing, and you still do have a small chance to get the perk on there. So if you don't happen to roll something you want, maybe you'll get, I don't know, leaping strike, maybe resilient, shirking energy, leaping strike needs to be great for, legs for a sword and shield build. So this could be really good. You can also get shirking fortification. You could get shirking energy, shirking fortification, and resilient on a pair of legs, and it'll be absolutely cracked out. So these are absolutely insane. They're going to save you a ton of money if you are just looking for base gear. You can see here, we have the colorful straps here, and these are the legendary pieces. And the reason why these are pretty bad is because, again, they cannot roll resilient. You cannot pick your perk, but they roll refreshing and elemental aversion, which aren't bad. But honestly, you don't want this right here. Elemental aversion is okay, but you really need resilient if you're doing PvP stuff. And honestly, if you could pick the third perk, then we could go ahead and craft yourself a, again, a leaping strike passive there, and you could have a decent pair of legs. But because you can't, I would completely stay away from all these legendary patterns. Now we can take a look at a couple other pieces. Let's look at the hat. You can see here we have critical retribution. You want that. It has a very high chance to get that. That's actually a really nice perk. And let's go legs. Legs, they're kind of all the same. It doesn't have really a specialized perk. So you still want to roll resilient on those as well. Let's go look at gloves. The big thing here is empowering armor breaker. So here, you probably don't want to roll gloves. On gloves, because we have such a high empowering breaker, we do not want to roll this because we're going to be throwing away so many different, procs here because of this empowering armor breaker. A lot of our stuff's going to be bad. If we get a Lego, odds are it's going to have empowering breaker, so we don't want to roll gloves. And then for chest piece, it has a really high chance for sturdy energy. So if you're looking for a sturdy energy piece, we're rolling the chest piece, but we're not going to roll them otherwise. So keep that in mind whenever you go to craft. If you're looking for shirking energy, which you probably are, that's the reason why the legs are so good. The boots are great because they have just a bunch of generic pieces. Refreshing on it is 8%. So you have an 8% chance to get a refreshing. And overall, they're actually a pretty high chance to just get something pretty good. So if you're going to craft, I'm going for boots, I'm going for leg, and I'm going for helm because I do like that critical retribution. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead out there, make some money, get some BIS gear crafted, get all that really generically amazing gear out there because this is going to be a great way to get yourself some really cool gear and to really level up your gearing game. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.